everyone, welcome back to Roll Better Dice Gaming. My name is Scott, and as you might have been able to tell by the title of today's stream, no stream due to illness. Papa Nurgle has come and infested my household with his gifts of plague and pestilence, and unfortunately my son is sick and got a virus right now, which is hopefully not going to spread to everyone, so we are canceling the stream today. I am going to take a few minutes while I'm on here and just look at, creating some lists and talking about upcoming stuff that we have. So if anyone's jumping on here, I'm happy to talk with them. I can see right now that there's currently no one on here, but yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, let me get this set up and I'll show you guys my screen. And maybe you guys can help me out. I've got another event this weekend. We ran an event last weekend, not very big. There's only a few guys there, about 5 of us. It's actually everyone from Roll Better Dice Gaming or the locals here. So it was myself, Brett, Justin, Cody, and Elijah. We had a good time. It was a beautiful venue. So we have another one coming up this weekend where we're doing not really an escalation, but like a slow building tournament. So the first one we did was 600 points. The next one that we're doing this weekend coming up is 800 point games. And then we'll be bumping up to 1,000 point games after that. So I do need to build an 800 point list. So let's get that on here and we'll see what we can do. There we go. Let's make this a little bit easier to see here. Okay, so I've been playing around with what to build. I'm thinking about maybe doing some Ewoks because this is just for fun. Maybe doing Shadow Collective. I don't think there's going to be any Shadow Collective players there. There may not be any clone players either, but I think we're going to have at least one show up. So let's play around with the 800 Ewoks list here. This is what I came up with earlier. So Han with Up Close and Personal, Leia with Improvised Orders, Portable Scanners, Logray with Inspiring Presence, Forest Dwellers, Onward to Victory, and Secret Ingredients. C-3PO just the way he comes normally. Wicket with Forest Dwellers, Situation Awareness, Tenacity. 4 Skirmishers with Forest Dwellers, 2 Skirmishers with Call to Arms, and then 3 Slingers with Forest Dwellers and Trappers. I know the Trappers is kind of overkill. I don't necessarily need that, but that's just kind of what I'm playing with. Not sure if it's going to be a great list, but it could be fun for 800 points. Again, not looking at something being too competitive, just something to kind of have some fun, maybe play against some stuff that people don't normally play against. And this is for newer players, so I know this is kind of a high meta list. Obviously not at 800 points. 1,000 points was really good, but I was thinking something along these lines. So that's my first idea that I've had. But yeah, if you guys are here and jumping on chat, I'd love to hear what you think. Looks like we've got one person on there right now. So there is no stream this week, guys, because of illness sweeping through my household where our stream is at, our studio is at. But we do have a tournament this weekend coming up. It's 800 points. So I'm trying to build a list for that. Thought about doing the Ewoks just because it would be fun. I'm open to other ideas and suggestions if you think there's something else I should look at playing. But yeah, this is where I'm at right now. So, and for a lot of these players, it's going to be maybe their first time playing a full-size, well, not quite a full-size game, but playing on a full-size table with the regular missions and everything. So it's already going to be overwhelming. I don't really want to overwhelm them with a ton of bodies, but this is just an idea that I had. Hey, look, we're back down to no viewers. Let's see, what else can we build? I did think about doing Shadow Collective list. So I know I like Black Suns. Let's throw some Black Suns in there. We'll go with the Magnet, and we'll go with the Vigo. We'll skip any other upgrades just for right now. Let's go and put 4 of those guys in there. Maybe too much, we'll have to see. I don't think I'm going to put any commandos in this time around. Definitely want some swoop bikes. We'll go with 3 swoop bikes, just the way they are. We will grab a couple trucks or speeder buses. I think we're just going to do Frenzied Gunner, and I'm going to toss, not that one, just the heavy laser, the quad laser on them, just to give them something that they can do. Take 2 of those. I'm at 734 already. So I would like to fit Maul in here if I'm able to. Yeah, Sean, unfortunately, like I said, there's no stream today due to illness. We have a virus going through my house where my studio's at, so we canceled the stream today. But I do have an 800-point tournament coming up this weekend. It's like a learn to play kind of thing, and it's like we're growing. So we're going up to 800 points on this round, and then the next tournament we do at the event's going to be 1,000 points. So I'm just trying to figure out what to put on here, what to run. And this is just one of the ideas I'm kicking around. I would like to put, like I said, Maul in here, but I know that he's really expensive, and it already puts me over. I'm 884 over already. So I'm probably looking at having to drop 2 Black Suns, which I don't like doing that. Maybe I keep 3 and drop a bus. That still is not quite enough points. What do you guys think? 800-point list. Yeah, Sean, it happens. It's not, not the most ideal. But at least this way I'm kind of getting on here, at least doing something instead of just having absolutely nothing today. So I figured I'd film at least for a little bit. So do we think the Maul is overkill in an 800? I don't have a lot of pikes painted. That's my problem. I've got 6 units of pikes. Absolutely none are painted. I know that for the event, they don't have to be painted, but being the person that is running it and organizing it, I really feel like I should come with everything painted. So, I mean, I could put Mandos in there. Maybe we do that. Maybe we just drop down to like 1 Black Sun, 1 bus. Go with some Mandos. Take the, the Marksman. And just because we need them, we'll probably put the rockets on them. I agree. Maul is overcosted. All of the other Jedis saw point drops, or all the other Force users saw point drops for the most part at this point now, except for Maul and Shadow Collective. He has not really seen anything yet. And it's getting a little annoying. Let's see. I don't think I need anything there. I am going to go ahead and throw Up Close and Personal on him. I know Up Close and Personal is kind of a unique choice here, but my thing is with Saber Throw and the Dark Saber, having Up Close and Personal is basically just guaranteeing I'm going to take a dodge every turn. Kind of using him as just like a peekaboo, getting him up there and then jumping out, Saber Throwing, jumping back. Maybe not the best play for him in this list, but it's something. But yeah, Shadow Collective is just so expensive. And that's the problem I'm finding right now. Because I'd like to run 3 of these guys, but I'm 65 points over already. And I actually have to have 1 more troop. I can't get past that. So even at this, I'm still 49 points over. Yeah, we're still at the standard list building requirements for this, Sean. But yeah, just playing at 800 points, just because we don't want to take people who are new to the game that just have a starter box and maybe 1 or 2 other things and go, great, now we're jumping up to 1,000 points. That can be quite a bit for somebody to take on. So going from 600 points at Recon to 800 this month, and then in a month or 2 jumping up to 1,000 points, just kind of that slow grow. I think it's a better way to get people more involved that have already bought stuff, so that it's not just overwhelming for them. But yes, standard requirements. So, Sean, this is kind of one list I've been playing with. I'm just not digging it. I'm not liking the only 9 acts. It's just okay. Another one I was looking at was under my Rebels, doing an 800 points Ewok list. So this is Han with up close and personal, Leia, improvised orders, portable scanner. Logray with inspiring presence, forest dwellers, onward to victory, secret ingredients, C-3PO, Wicket with forest dwellers, situational awareness, tenacity. Just so that way he can kind of run up and do whatever he wants to do. And then 6 units of skirmishers, 4 with forest dwellers, 2 with call to arms, and then 3 slingers with trappers and forest dwellers. I'm really torn on this. I want to take it because I think it'd be fun for going in and just watching, people just try to kill as many Ewoks as they can. Maybe I win the game, maybe I don't, but it could just be a lot of fun letting them try to murder as many Ewoks as they can, because we're looking at 6 models per unit. So 6 times 6 are 36, plus another 21. So they've got 57 Ewoks to try to go through, not counting any of the characters. I'm just worried that it's going to be a little too strong, and I don't want to scare people off by bringing something like this. Yeah, see, and that's exactly my concern there, Sean, is they are iconic, but they are tough due to the body volume. There's not going to be many things there that's going to have, close to 60 models. So the other option would be looking at doing a Republic list. I know someone's bringing Separatist already. I know someone's bringing Empire. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we have a Rebels player there. So trying to kind of mix it up and not bring just the same stuff. That's why I was looking at the Shadow Collective. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just try a new list here and see what this looks like. So maybe we just go... Here we go Yoda just for fun. We'll put Force Barrier, Clairvoyance, Push. We can add on some clones. We'll go Infantry. Put 3 Infantry in there. Probably not going to go any Mega Squads because it's going to get too expensive too quickly. But we will give all of them... Oop, wrong one. You know what? This could be fun. Let's give all of them the DP-23s. And then let's give all of them comms technicians. So this is going to be a really stupid build really quick here. So the idea here is that the clone infantry with the comms tech is going to get fire support. So anytime they get an order, they get a standby. So that means we could possibly have clones shooting 3 times in a round with Yoda guidance and their fire support standby plus their normal shooting attack. Could be interesting. Could be fun. Might catch some people off guard. And just maybe go for broke. Take 5 of them. I don't know. It's a thought. It's probably not great. I'm probably 150 points into clone comms techs is probably a really bad idea. So, but I do kind of like your idea, Sean, of doing a mercenaries and doing like a Vigo or a raiding party leader, kind of like the old Fury Road style list. So let's see if we build that out. So Magdets, Vigo, skip everything else. Look at 4 of them. Nope, we need speeders. or swoop bikes. Take 3 swoop bikes. Take some buses. We'll give raiding party leader on one of them. Take another bus. We'll give that one frenzied gunner. And then quad lasers on both of them. And we're sitting at 739 right now. That's not bad. Sean, you dropped a list in general. I got to open up Discord to see that. Hold on a second here. Come on, Discord. There we go. Couldn't see my screen for half a second there. Okay, let's see what you got here for me, Sean. So, starting off already, Cad Bane. With On the Hunt, Up Close and Personal, Electro Gauntlets. 3 Black Sun Enforcers with Magdet, Vigo. 2 with Scattergun and Vigo. Oh, and then 2 AA5s with just, looks like they're fairly well loaded. Raiding Party Leader, Unorthodox Tactician, Link Targeting Array, and Quad Laser. And the other one, Frenzied Gunner, Door Gunners, Quad Laser, and Link Targeting Array. So that's I like that. Swoops are also tough, so I kept them out. See, I really like swoops. I look at this list that you have here, and I'm almost looking at how I would add 3 swoops into it. Because I think swoops are a lot of fun, and I mean, I think my swoop models look really good too. So they're kind of fun to put on the board, and see a Wookiee driving around a swoop bike is kind of cool, and a droid driving a swoop bike, and a Mando driving a swoop bike, and a Geonosian warrior on a swoop bike. It's just, they're cool. So I really want to bring them. Let's see here. So if we did this, I mean, I've got some points to play with left over. What is Cad Bane looking like on points wise? 105. He's so expensive. Why do you think new players might not enjoy them? Just because the overrun shenanigans and how it's kind of, I don't even have to touch you. I just have to barely move to be able to hit you. Because that I definitely understand. Let's see here. That's getting me pretty close, 775. Yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, but that's also one of those things where part of this is teaching the newer players the rules. And yes, it's one of those rare, obscure rules that doesn't come up as often. But it's something that they should probably be aware of. And that way they know not only that they're playing it correctly or that their opponent's playing it correctly, but also, just learning the interaction on how it works, I think is probably important. So I think it's worth taking for that reason. Let's see, what else can we put in here, though? I'm sitting on 24 points left. I mean, I could go crazy, just put door gunners on both of them. I don't think the medic's worth it. The unstable astromech is definitely not worth it because it's so expensive. I'm liking maybe the door gunners. Just get the extra attacks on them. I mean, before I used to do comms jammers on the swoop bikes because that was a fun thing to play with. You rush them in on turn 2 or turn 3 and all of a sudden they can't give a bunch of orders out. That can be annoying. But I do like the idea of Cad Bane. So maybe we take 1 Black Sun out, throw in Cad Bane. So we got to give him the Electro Gauntlets. I don't really know what else I'd put on him here. Let's see. Sharpshooter. So he really needs Gunslinger. Why doesn't Cad Bane have Gunslinger? He should. I think it just makes sense for him to have Gunslinger. Let's see. Let's look back at what you had on them. You had up close and personal, on the hunt. Yeah, I mean, those make sense. So on the hunt and by the way, and up close and personal. I mean, that puts me 2 points over because AMG hates fun. Yeah, I mean, come on, give Cad Bane Gunslinger. He is the ultimate gunslinger. He should absolutely have it. That's just my opinion. Call me wrong if you want, but I think he should. Okay, let me ask this. See if this is a crazy idea or, somewhat in the logical realm. What about ditching either a speeder truck or another Black Sun and bringing Gar Saxon? He's really kind of tough to chew through. I mean, looking at the jump 2, Allies Convenience, so he can issue orders where he needs to. We've got Compel, Impervious, Sharpshooter 1. I mean, he could be a lot of fun in those games and just kind of annoying for people to try to chew through him. So, I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you think about putting Gar Saxon in there, either for a bus or a Black Sun? He doesn't help. Yeah, I get that. He's kind of cool to play. I mean, I think personally Cad Bane's overcosted too. I mean, he's fun. Is he great? No. Does he do a lot? Also, no. But he's fun to play. So maybe we go with Cad. But I think for the 122 points, it's a lot. It's a lot of points. Yeah, I agree with the raiding party leader. I also really like, because the raiding party leader, you gain Demoralize 1 on all your vehicles. So that means that all of the swoop bikes and the buses gain the Demoralize 1. So that can play big into the defensive game and just kind of issuing out a bunch of suppression just for being out there. And you're going to be kind of up close on everything already. So I don't know. I like Cad Bane, but I think I'm gonna have to drop him. I think he's fun. I think he's cool. 122 points for what he does. I'm not buying it. I think I'd rather take those points and put 2 Black Suns and give him the scatter guns instead. So now I've got 2 Black Sun Force with scatter guns and 2 with the Magdets. Yeah, Compel is kind of worthless on Gar Saxon. I totally get that. But yeah, I mean, this could be fun. This is very similar to what I used to run back in the day when I was doing the Fury Road list. I don't remember if I had the scatter guns at that time or not. Yeah, just more new player friendly. I would definitely agree with that. Let's look at one more thing here. So these guys are 66 points with nothing else. That was I get the reason for Cad. I understand that, but I also don't want to go and just get murdered. So I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time going and not getting building a list for fun and not just getting completely destroyed. Doesn't sound like a good time for me. I like it to be a little bit of a challenge. What if we just said, let's go crazy and just take off 2 Black Suns and put 3 Mandos in? I don't think I have room for anything else on them. I think even that's already putting them over. Yeah, I'm already 7 points over right there. I mean, I could drop the targeting scopes on the 2 Black Sun units. It's not great, but that gives me 10 activations at least. I still got the 2 buses. I still got the 3 swoops. I don't know. What do you think of that, Sean? What's your thoughts there? I think that could be interesting. I think only the three-man super commando squads is a little rough, but I like the extra act I get with it that way. So, but I think this is kind of where I'm leaning towards, is something like this. You go double Mandos, and get the extra model. So something like this, and add in the marksmans. So I'm dropping down to 9 acts at that point. And I guess at that point I could just go crazy and be like, shields on both of them. No, that's maybe not the shields on both. I'm over by a little bit there. That darn rating party leader wasn't 10 points. Okay, so we drop those off. We'll go... Yeah, maybe we look at emergency stims to make up the point difference. Give one of them a smoke grenade just to maybe get a little extra cover, because we had 3 points anyways. I don't know. That could be good. It could be fun. Not super sold on it. I think I kind of like the 3 Mando units with just the rockets. I mean, I'm trading 9 models for 8 models this way. You know, I'm getting a little bit with the marksman by getting the rainbow in there and the precise one. You know, maybe we look at doing the gunslinger to get the lethal in there. Use the same points. I don't know. This is kind of something I'm looking at right now. I've still got a few days to get there. But yeah, so with that said, let's talk a little bit here. So I was painting up some terrain. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see here with the camera. Let's see if I can get to focus. So this nice like purplish rock that I painted up, I've got a bunch of these that I painted. This is going on another table that I'm working on. In fact, I'll move the camera over so you can see. So we've got a whole other tub of terrain over here. It's a bunch of buildings that I painted up. I can show you one of the buildings here real quick. So these all got a new paint job on them. Looking pretty good. And then we've got all the rocks in there, and once I add some crates, I think that one should be good. I've got some new spray paint colors here that I've got an idea for a table I'm working on. That's going to be coming up down the road. Justin and I have to do a video on that stuff first before I can actually show you what we're doing with that. You may notice right behind me back here, there's some MDF stuff on the table. We're going to be talking about that in another video coming up soon. I've also been reaching out to a ton of sponsors, talking to them about prize support for events and getting some more stuff for the stream here, and so we're working on that. We've got a lot in the works right now. So between just being having some sickness in the house this week, we've still got quite a bit going on. I know that we talked about this week was going to be the battle? No, not Battle for Endor. The Kashyyyk battle. Sorry, I got my little whiteboard over here I'm referencing. So I think we're going to try to do that next week at this point. I'm not sure who's going to be available, who won't be. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of a short video for today. It's still only 30 minutes at this point. But yeah, I might get back on here and do another video on Sunday. No, maybe not. Well, probably late Sunday evening if I have a chance. But I'm also hitting spring break next week because I'm a teacher, so I have no school. So I should be hopping on doing some more stuff. I've got a bunch of more terrain to paint up, so I'll be working on that. And like I said, I know that Justin and I have to do an unboxing video. Yeah, thematic battles are kind of fun. I'm not a big narrative person. I'm more of a competitive player. But some thematic battles can be really cool. So I know that we want to do the battle for Kashyyyk. We talked about the Battle of Endor. I think doing some kind of crazy Geonosian battle or Geonosia battle with, bringing as many Jedi as we can and some troopers and taking a bunch of droids, I think could be really interesting. So that's another idea that we got kicking around. And then another one of our sponsors or new sponsors that we're popping up on the channel here soon is resin printing a large Rancor model. The idea is that we're going to have him in the middle of the board, and it's something that you guys will be able to activate and decide who he's going after. And so we'll be doing that here pretty soon. But yeah, other than that, I think we've got a lot of great fun things coming up. But yeah, that's kind of it for tonight. Any last questions before I jump off here, guys? I got some painting to do, and it's time to lose the beard. I'm going to be going back to just the goatee. So I got to go cut my hair tonight, too. So I know we're on delay here, so waiting for Sean or whoever's out there to type something in, but I think we're going to call it here. But yeah, so we will be back on for sure again. Next week we'll have a regular stream going like normal. But for right now, thanks for popping on here and hanging out with me for a few minutes. Like I said, I've got plenty of stuff to be painting, so expect that coming up. And I think Justin and I are going to be doing the unboxing video tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're doing it live or just recording it and then posting it. But either way, that'll be coming up shortly. Little spoiler on that is... Thanks. Send me some shout out. Yeah, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it because I'm kicking around. I want to bring something that most people aren't running, and I know not a lot of people are running Shadow Collective right now, and so it should be fun. But yeah, if you get a chance, we are going to be doing the unboxing video soon. I'm going to give a little spoiler here. You want to go and check out Death Ray Designs or Death Ray Studios. That's the company we're going to be doing the unboxing for, and we've got quite a bit of product from them. They sent us about $600 worth of product, so that's going to be a fun thing to look forward to. But anyways, with that ahead, guys, we will see you hopefully later on this week. If not, we will see you on Wednesday next week for our regular time with a actual battle report instead of just the plague and pestilence infecting my house and slowing everything down. So thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you later on.